prices.
Okay, boys and girls, let's go for a ride. Pulling away the 1998 Almar, pulling off the trailer here at the dock. There's Jackson getting ready to get some aerials of the boat. Those are always nice. They look so good. Sometimes you wonder why in the world is such a nice video. Jackson's been video editing since he was like 14 years, well, younger than 14, but he started doing it for Breen at 14 years old. And you can see all of our YouTube videos here. There's a bunch of them. Okay, pulling away from the dock here. I'm going to go ahead and trim it down. All the way. Okay, there we go. Nice big screen here. This HDS9 looks awesome up here. Okay. Little clearance sitting down. You can't stand up in this boat very well. It does have kind of a spaceship look because it has those upper windows that are kind of rad. Okay, looks like we are operating here 630 hours on that hour meter. Trims all the way down, fuels up, and there's our RPM. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit here just so we get turned around and make a little run. Steering seems like everything's good there. Hydraulic steering. We got the Mamo steering wheel for you guys out there that are street racers, you know. Mamo steering wheel. Huh? Okay. Looks like we have dual wipers here. I'm not sure exactly what we got here. So there's both wipers. Boom. Okay. And then we've got our live well. I don't know what. Horn works. Okay. We got our VHF radio down here. Kick that on. It turns on good. We have two shifters. I don't know what that other one goes to. That one. Because the trolling motor is a tiller handle and doesn't have any other controls going to it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead while we're just putting along here, go check everything out here. Okay, looks good. Boat seems quite stable. I can go all the way this side and that side. Not much listing. It actually self-balances when it has a driver, so it lists a little bit to the left when you're not in there, but it's actually perfectly level when you come in, so that's kind of nice. All right, let's give it some throttle and see if we can get it up on plane. So we're adding throttle here. You see RPMs there, 35, 34. There we go, 5,000 RPMs now. Okay, we are up on plane. And I will put us into a turn here. We'll see how that goes. My first turn, I'm always a little sketch, so I go a little slower. Okay, banking out good. I like that. I like that. Adding some throttle back in. Straightening it up. Not bad, not bad at all. Here comes our wake, so we're about to hit that. Nice, that's soft. Soft and solid. Bringing the trim up. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it one more time. We'll make a little bit further run this time. Very good, I like it. I like it, it's controlled. Man, bank's hard, I like it. This is cool. I'll bet it's a good looking boat on the water. You'll see from the aerial, but okay, here's some more wake. Oh, that was kind of loud, but it was because the wake was hitting the side of the hull because I was going at an angle. Okay, we are opening up this motor a little bit. 5,400 RPMs. I'm gonna go ahead all the way down, and then I'm gonna start bringing our bringing us up a little bit here. Starting to hop a little bit here, so as you can see the boat going up and down there. So I'm going to bring the trim down a little bit, and it kind of settled it. Looks like we've got a speed here of nothing. What's our speed? Where's our pages? Oh man, we're doing 47 miles an hour on the GPS here. I can't tell because I'm inside a cabin. That's fast. Boys and girls, that is fast. Wow. 47. I mean, it's a 200. It's a big 200. I believe that's a 4.2 liter. But yeah, we were moving out. 47 is fast for a fishing style boat. And it did it exceptionally well. Okay, I'm gonna open it back up, go back the same way into the wind. See that speed just climbing there. Here comes our wake. We're gonna hop these waves. It's gonna be nice, and this is giving us a little bit more of an idea. I like the way this thing rides. I mean, it has a little bit of a little bit of bow rise normally, but you can put the trim down almost all the way down, and this thing's just getting it. 45. I had to drop the trim down, so that's why it's not quite as fast, and we are going into the wind. But look at that. We are cooking. We are moving out. This boat gets it. Okay, and it's controlled. Look, nothing on the wheel. I don't feel, it doesn't feel squirming. It's planted in the water. I'm gonna come off plane really fast here now just to see how it acts, if it buries the bow or anything. There we go. So straight off plane there, and it slid right out. It did not dig in on the bow at all or anything. So it looks like it does have a bow shears up a little bit, so it probably is a little higher in the water. A lot of people don't understand how that affects the hydrodynamics, but that makes it have more bow lift. It's a longer and it's higher in the front than in the sides or in the shoulders here. Okay, very good. I like it. Well, there you go. Water test complete. I shall go do a few figure eights for the video up above. All right, let's go around and look at all the condition and options of this 1998 Almar Sounder. This is a 20-foot hull with an extended offshore bracket, which makes about 22 feet overall hull length. Starting out here on the front of the trailer, we do have a galvanized trailer. We do have a, oh, these are really hard to work with. It does have the tongue, so there's a few things to be desired on this trailer. First off, this has to be held up while it's going off in there. It is a surge brake setup, but the surge brakes do not work on it. It's not a hard tow, but I can just tell you that because here's the brake lines right here, rusted and broken. The trailer is a 2000. It does have a heavy duty stanchion, which is nice and in good shape here with the double rollers. That works out really pretty good. It was hard to get on with this winch. This winch has got to be replaced. I would do that right away. Jack worked okay. Things along those lines. Let's kick back and look at this really quick. Up forward here, this has a really nice setup for the bow mount electric trolling motors. This is a great setup for that. So you would be able to mount that right on here, solid, sturdy, and already set up for it. And it would be pulled back because it even has the cup here to fit it in there. So this is actually really well done. I was really pleased with how that looks. All right, and then on the other side too, we do have an anchor guide coming off this far side, so you could still utilize an anchor off the bow there as well. So that's a neat setup. It does have a spare tire here. So Shorelander trailer, if you look underneath, we'll look at the hull and we'll look at the trailer. The hull looks pretty straight. I mean, it's gonna have scuffs and stuff on it, but it's actually no big dents. I don't see any big dents or anything. There's discoloration in the aluminum. That's just from acid washing it. It is a roller trailer, so but it holds up on these front pads pretty good. So it was kind of sticky to pull off of it. But you know, anytime you have a roller trailer, you never unhook it until you get into the water. But they're very easy to center on the trailer. So there's goods and bads with those. Okay, I want to also bring up, this is called bow shear. See how the bow comes up here from the side height and it extends up. When you'll see on the water how it rides, it keeps that bow up really well. I liked the way this boat rode. Is excellent. Heavy duty hull. It's got the rub rail, but this is also adding rigidity to that hull. Going around here, we have welded on cleats, big cleats, and we have a lot of cleats. You're not going to be short of cleat spots to tie off. We got 4 on each side. Grab handles here. We have easy lube bearings here. Bearing buddies, not easy lube bearings. Bearing buddies here. Somewhat of a side guide here. The boat did seem, with our depth setup, it did seem to center itself pretty well. Now this is all recently done. This added on transom here. This was recently done. The motor used to sit right here on the back of the transom, and he added this bow, or this extra extension of the hull right here at full width. And so that gives it a lift in the buoyancy in the back and also a longer boat. And surprisingly, even though it's been modified, I don't know what it was like before, but I'll tell you right now that it actually rode really good. And so it has LED tail lights. The trailer's just, you know, it's just, this isn't an amateur that can't work on their own stuff. If you can't work on your own stuff, this is not a boat for you. This is a boat that you've got to be able to figure things out. Like the tail lights, the right side doesn't work on the brake, or the left side doesn't work on the brake. But the running lights work and everything along that. We're not going to get into it too far on that. Okay, the trolling motor worked great. Started first try. Pump the bulb, do the normal startup. That was great. We've got a 200 horse EFI, and I believe this is I don't know the year on the, it's a 2001 motor. Okay, manufacture date of 2001, so it's probably 2002 model. And so that motor was torquey and it ran really good. The idle was slightly high, so I don't know if we need to get that figured out. There's a little bit of chips on this prop, but even with those nicks on this prop, we're still able to move this boat pretty well. There's a little damage on the skeg, but it is all there. Okay, it does have a jack plate as well, so it's adjustable in the height, but it seemed pretty good, and that's probably one of the reasons it was so quick too. Okay, coming around here on the starboard side, looking just down the sides, just polishing, old polishing, mirroring, but everything seems pretty legit there. Big scuppers, and you notice everything on this boat is overbuilt. This is a heavy duty boat, so this is not just your standard like aluminum boat. Much heavier built, sturdy, great hydrodynamics. Let's look underneath the bow here while we have this up here. So it's just got some leaves and stuff. It does have an open bow setup like most of them do, but I like that they put this canvas over the top here just in case you took wave over. It runs right off. You got good drainage off the front there, all the way down the sides, good drainage. And I'm telling you, you could probably build like 2 boats out of this one boat to compare to a new boat. Okay, let's hop up inside here. A nice step right here. It's easy to get in on this way because you can step right over that transom, because there's not, like most of them, have a big fish box across here, which I don't really like. I mean, yeah, they're great for storage and stuff, but they're right in the way of your fishing. So having that where you can access that transom directly. I like that. That's really cool. This is a self-bailing deck, meaning the water should run out of it, but we put plugs in there because the back of this does fill when you're launching and stuff like that. I didn't try it without it. The owner said, hey, put those plugs in it. You'll just like it more. So we did. Okay, we got a nice little added on recently little box here that gives you access down into the bilge. So you can see down there's the fuel water separator down there. You've got your plumbing and also a 1100 gallon per hour Sahara auto bilge and battery switch there. And so leave that on. Okay, it does come with a Scotty downrigger. We'll put that in some pictures.
And there was a crab davit.
And a crab davit for that side. And that has the power plugs right here. And then some really cool big long storage areas right here. Nice pin reels and stuff included. Heck yeah. I don't know if he's including those, so we'll find out. But remember to ask us. That's how we know we watched the video. Got some more on this side here. Just some basic ones. Nice Daiwa. Oh, that's a cool ultralight ugly stick. Oh, looks like a thing. Okay, I don't know what this is for. It looks like a post for a seat. Goes in there. Let's go ahead and pull up the floor here. Okay, this is actually unhinged. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove it all the way out so we can see. Big fish box area here. And I did notice that if you don't, there's a water line. If you don't plug this off when it's in, the water will come in unless you plug it in no, actually it will come in. So the pickup's down there. So you want to put a plug in there so that once it's filled up, otherwise it runs over the top right here into the bilge. So it could add water to the bilge. You do have an auto bilge, so it probably alert you, but yeah, just so you know. It's fish box, and the fish box actually raised up off the bottom, so it's not in the very bottom of the boat. Okay, perfect. Good amount of deck space here, a little over 6 feet. Right about 6 feet by more than 6 feet, almost 7 on the width, so there is a good amount of that. You notice the cabin is on a lot lower. This has some advantages. Obviously, you don't drag as much wind when you're towing. You don't drag as much wind when you're running. You don't pick up much wind when you're going side to side, but you do have to duck to go in. So nice though, because you can access your rod holders right here. So I'm not gonna shame the boat much for having the low profile cabin because there's a lot of advantages that are coming with that. Yeah, do need to duck down to come in. I'm 6'1", I cannot stand up inside of this. All right, come on into the office. Now this got suspension seats on both the front helm seats, and then we've got some basic cushion seats here on the sides, which I like. I like that there's really no carpet or anything in here, so this cabin's still hose out as well. Solid top. These windows look cool up here. It's definitely got good lines. This boat does. A nice brand new HDS 9 on the front here. We have 2 VHF radios, one down, one up here. And we have radar as well that's up on top. So this is a pretty good ocean equipped boat with that. Dual wipers as we checked in the video. And then nice little area for your feet to sit on here while you're driving. It is actually quite comfortable to drive. It sits level when you're in the front seat. Everything's perfectly level. So that's a nice advantage that it has as well. We have some windows here that probably don't open. I don't think they've been open in a long time, so I'm not going to try right now. So you've got that. About 4 people here in the cabin. Access up to the bow there as well. You can see that's material there underneath there. It gets in there. The floor in here. A lot of these floors are actually screwed down here. There's an access. So there's a little access down to the bilge there, but it's screwed down. So there. We got some tunage over here. Some tunes. This boat is fishy. I was thinking about this boat and I was like, okay, where's this boat? Where's this boat? Who does this serve? Who is this? I'm going to say this boat is just like the Millennium Falcon, from Star Wars. The reason I say that is because it's a little bit older, right? Like they said it was an older boat and things, or I mean an older spaceship. It was big compared to this boat, but this boat's big compared to little boats. Anyways, it just gets it done though. This is the get it done boat. No nonsense, no worries about it. You do not have to be concerned about it when you're running it and using it. You don't have to be like, oh man, I got a scratch in my boat. It's ready to go. You can just use it, and it looks good. It's got good lines, and it's got it where it counts. The engine moves this boat out. As you'll see in the video, we broke 47 miles an hour, which is cooking. 47 miles an hour cooking in this boat. And so, you'll see the aerial. It looks pretty cool in the water too. I mean, it is a kind of an older beat up boat, but I'm telling you, it looks cool. It's got good lines, and it's got good bones too. It's a rock solid boat. So things along those lines, they matter. But like I was saying, this is somebody, if you're not capable, if you're going to have everything done at a shop, repairs done at a shop, I probably wouldn't recommend this boat, just because it's little things that you're going to have to know how to fix, like, you know, wiring right here, stuff like that. There's a lot of little things that you got to know how to handle and deal with and make better, because like I said, if you set this thing up, you'll have this boat forever. You can repower it as many times as you ever needed to. This hull is a rock solid hull, and it's going to be hard to compare any new boats with this, because there's not many built. I know everybody's out there saying, oh, what about this, what about that? Come on, I play with boats all the time. I know what they look like inside. All right, we're over here in Florence, Oregon on Highway 101. Easy to get in, easy to get out. Right here, we got a few boats, not a lot of stuff. We're a small dealership, but you find good deals. This is a consignment, so all offers, any offers or anything like that are gonna go with the owner specifically. Don't throw crazy offers, but we're always welcome and open to anything on that, along those lines. And we'll just kind of make it work and see if we can make something fit your budget, make it all work out for you. If you're cool, we'd like to work with you, and we'll work really hard to make sure everything works out for you, and try to help you through the whole process and make it easy. It's just Jackson and I. Flip it. There you go, Jackson. Okay. One last thing. I noticed this bulkhead is screwed on, but welded on this. Oh yeah, it's screwed on. So you could remove this bulkhead here if you felt like it and wanted to, and the screws go all the way up, so it's a little higher level. Yeah, a little higher level. There you have it. 1998 Almar Sounder. 20 foot plus the bracket.